So the first part we need to do for our watermelon seed story is to figure out a seed story that we want to tell. And you have a slide that looks just like this that I want you to think about different stories you might want to tell. So one seed story I could tell would be about whitewater rafting, because I just went the other weekend and I had so much fun. And there were some events that happened that I think other people would want to read about. So is that story too big? No, it's a little tiny piece of a day. So I think that story is okay to be a watermelon seed story. But what if I wanted to say about my summer? Would that be a watermelon seed story? No, there's too much to tell. So if we try to think about maybe one day that we want to share, one event that we think is important, then we can break that down into 3 parts, at least for this, my story in 3. So whitewater rafting, that would work. And my summer would not. So let me think, what else could I tell about? Oh, how about a softball game? Not all of my softball games, oh my goodness, but just one special one. The one where we won the championships because the girls played so hard that day. It was awesome. So I would just tell about that championship game. But would I want to tell about my whole softball season? No, because that's too much. Do I want to just talk about my team? No, because that's not really an event. I want to talk about something that happened. Not just about the people I know, but something that happened, because that's going to give me a beginning, middle, and end to my story. Just like we've been reading, we have a beginning, middle, and end to the stories. My writing needs to have the same thing. So what else could I write about? Oh, one day I went on an amazing hike. And on that hike, I actually saw a billy goat and a black bear. It wasn't around here, but that hike was amazing. So I definitely want to share that with people. And I think people would want to hear about it. But I still have 4 more that I could write about. Oh, birthday parties. Not just any birthday party, but my 10th birthday party. That was a good one. And, oh, well, we went to the beach one summer, and that was so much fun. We did, oh my gosh, we went ghost crab hunting, and we went on this ride at the beach, and then, I learned to surf at the beach, and then, we built sail. Oh yeah, that's too much, isn't it? All right, so what if I just talk about learning how to surf at the beach? That's a little event, and it happened in one day. So I will write about learning to surf, because obviously being at the beach and that whole trip would be too much. It would be a watermelon story and not a watermelon seed story. You know what just happened the other day? Kenzie and I went out for ice cream, and the funniest thing happened. That would be a good story. All right, so let me add that. Kenzie and I went for ice cream. It wasn't just any old ice cream, let me tell you. Oh, what a story. Okay, so I have one more block, and I don't want it to be too big. I want it to be like a little watermelon seed story, right? What could I tell about? Oh, how about that race? Oh, I was in this great race. I didn't even finish in the top 100, but the race was so much fun. We had to climb over things, and we had to jump in mud, and yes, that was so much fun. I wasn't able to do it this year because it got canceled, but that's okay, because when I did it, it was awesome. So, the obstacle race, I'm going to write that too. Okay, so now I have my watermelon seed stories, that great ones that I would love to tell, but I can't tell all of those. So I'm going to think about which one I really, really want to tell while you think about some watermelon seed story ideas that you might want to tell. That's your assignment today. Don't go further because we're not learning this part until the next day. Make sure you only do what I ask you to do and then stop. Because if you go too far, you won't have the lesson and you might have problems doing the assignment.